answers are lying here within. It's running in our blood. The answers are lying here within.
Oh my goodness! Welcome to Draft Day for the Summer Draft Series. I am Hell Monkey Man, and I am brought to you by Frontline Gaming. With me today is Unexpected Toast. Toast, give him a shout out.
What's going on, guys? I'm very excited. I have a freshly brewed cup of coffee, as always, and I'm ready to see who gets picked and how the league starts. It's going to be very interesting.
As you can tell, we are suited up and we're taking today seriously. Other voices brought to us today are Espartamos. Are you there?
I was muted. Hi.
And of course, our well-known Mr. Manager, who may be gone.
Maybe muted as well.
Oh, professionals through and through. You guys have been waiting. We have been waiting. I am excited. You're excited. All of today is for the draft, and it's for our summer draft series. And I can't be any more excited than I am right now. I've had my yogurt. I've had my tea. I'm ready to both just let everything loose in the bathroom after all this is done, and I can't be more excited for this. So obviously we've been building up to this for a while now. We had 7 combines over the course of like 3.5 weeks, and that was a lot of work, a lot of setup for this. What have you guys seen really that kind of pulled all this together? What are you most excited about with this?
The draft? Oh, I'm very excited to see pretty much where everybody goes. I really hope that all of the teams become extremely competitive, because if we get a league that is just a couple stacked teams, it's not going to be that fun to watch. If you have a league where every single team is struggling to win against each other and they're all fighting, they're all pushing past each other to get even further, that's something I'd love to watch and take part of. I'm really excited. It's going to be great.
Very true. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to move on to our next screen. We'll be able to go back and forth with our lovely faces, lovely suits, and lovely talents. But let's go ahead and show off what we're looking at today, and that is our draft day board. First up on the docket is going to be Tsunami's captain, Jaxie, and he is already on his timer, 2 minutes on the clock. So we had a few of our captains talking last night with us about who they kind of had in order, who they were kind of lining up against. How much of that do you believe? How much of that do you think was just trying to strategize and scheme each other? Or was it real?
I think a lot of these captains have put together a well-rounded sort of where they want to put their money on, who they can grab, right? So the beginning of these top draft picks, you're gonna see people who are drafting for I believe very high skill and possibly very high, or somebody they're already extremely familiar with, right? Somewhere where 2 people that they can put a third in, and it won't be as hard to play around him, right? So these first couple picks, because they're gonna have to wait a while till they get another pick, are gonna be very, very. I think they're gonna be looking at our very high skill players, and then it's not gonna be picks like 5, 6, 7, and 8. They're gonna be looking for more people who are well accustomed to each other and are very, very easy to play with each other. Like, if I personally were to have the 8th pick in the draft, I'd want to pick 2 people who I know are consistently solid and already play well together, than to try to grab one of the high-level players left that I've never played with before, I've never seen before. So I think a lot of these people are going to be looking for very strong synergy within their teams. And a lot of people are going to be trying to find new... I'm trying to think of the right words, but I'm not quite getting there, Monkey.
Well, I mean, you've got it on the money. They're looking for chemistry. They're looking for good overall team dynamics. Some people might want to get carried, but we have a group of captains that don't really need carrying. As we're coming up to the final seconds of our very first pick, Jaxie might have hinted at it before, and it's going to go ahead and come through now. Klaven is our very first pick of the Summer Draft Series, brought to you by the FLGC. So no real surprise going on there. Kind of, saw this coming. He even shouted it to the heavens, really more so. So we're going to go ahead and start the next timer. And Klaven, he showed out really, really well whenever we had all our games. Him and Jordan seemed to be like big 1-2. And so Jordan himself obviously already posting every clip he could of I think he actually got into a few other people's YouTubes and everything, and so did really well. But Clavin is a good solid pick. He's kind of a quiet guy. I think communication will be fun to figure out with him, but maybe he's just more vibrant and vocal in game than he is out of game.
I think Jack is somebody who has a semi laid back personality, and Clavin is also a very laid back guy. This is going to be a strong pick for them. Both of them being extremely high level players. Jaxie being at high champ 3, just below GC, and Clavin being in grand champ. This team is already something to contend with, and they don't even have the rest of their picks.
Yeah,
so they're going to be ones to look out for.
The Jack and the Clav, the mountains.
The Clav.
The Clav, the ultimate Clav. Okay, so we're already going in to pick number 2 for round 1. Nifty. So Nifty hinted at a few that he was already looking at yesterday. A lot of feints, I want to say.
Yeah, Nifty's going to be very interesting. I've heard him talk about a couple of players. I'm not exactly sure where he's going to try to focus. I know, so there were a couple people that he was looking at. Somebody that he said he had a lot of synergy with in the past, and he's very easy to play around no matter who he's playing with. And there was also somebody he was looking at who was very high skilled. Someone who is as we kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, if you can guess, is a very show-offy kind of player, but he's also just a god among men. He just can just take the ball and put it to the ceiling, to the back corner, and then in their net. It's insane.
He can do more. He can do more with it than I can.
Yeah,
I'm still struggle busting just to figure out how to jump, fly, and he's over here slam dunking in my face.
Yeah.
Anyway, our second pick of the first round from Nifty's Ninjas will go to Mai Tai. A good pickup. I actually didn't get to see him play very much. So kind of I've heard he's really, really good. So I heard Nifty had a lot of synergy with him.
Yeah, so something I could talk about, I played with Mai Tai in a couple of combines, and Mai Tai is a very, very relaxed guy, and Mai Tai is somebody that I would love to play with. Fortunately, not entirely sure if we're going to be on the same team. If I even get on a team, that's going to be spicy, dude. So, but Mai Tai is a very easy person to play around. He's very he's very talkative in game. He tells you pretty much almost everything he is. Even if you're not looking for him, you still know where he is on the pitch. And so he's super easy to play around, and he's just a super relaxed guy. He's really funny.
I've heard there's maybe some disappointment in the crowd for one of our captains that may have been his guy, Mai Tai.
That's my guy. Mai Tai is my guy. Yeah, Banger Boy. Banger Boy. I've been looking at him ever since I talked to him about it. But he's very upset.
Well,
who knows? Maybe you can give him the suck and get a trade.
Well, next up on deck is Cube. Now, Cube has been very quietly, patiently kind of formulating his list. I'm not exactly sure about his strategy. He's one of our statisticians, so he's more in the know, in the weeds when it comes to the mathematics for the performance of everyone whenever they were in the combines, and he's been able to kind of really ingest a lot of this. And so, do you think, I don't know, really, like, who's a good pick? Do you think he'll go more familiar? He has kind of, the set of, like, Green and Pax and Chill and Dino. Do you think he'll draw from that group first?
I definitely think as Cube is, not to be very rude or anything, he is the lowest skilled out of all of our captains, considering how high of our captain skill, or like the skill gap within our captain is very high. I personally would like to see him go with a much more aggressive pick, someone who can help kind of put the team on their shoulders a little bit. Maybe someone that can get someone who can get like a very, very strong push, right? Someone who can. Sorry, okay. Easy there, Jordan.
You already got a few people that are saying that's some major shade to throw into a captain. But hey,
it's just a fact, you know. I'm sorry, but facts don't really care about your feelings.
Well, we're at our so we now finally get to see what the last pick is, and so I guess for a lack of skill, you better get someone that is high in skill, and he's going with Jordan. That is actually quite the pickup when you think about it. Jordan was showing out every which way. That is,
Jordan is exactly who I thought he was going to pick. I just, he's not too difficult to play around. He's very, from what I've heard in comms, he's not very talkative, but he's definitely someone who you can just look at him and you can just tell when he's going to do something with the He's on the back wall. He's either gonna shoot it or the ball's gonna go right into your face. So you just gotta be on your toes at all times.
Kind of a solo player when you really think about it. He's able to go up and down the field, left, right, sideways, and just I've seen him take just trash and turn it into treasure, like a corner
He
shot.
can-
Just it's weird. I don't know how. It's like geometry in motion. It's like what my
Yeah,
math
it's-
teacher could never actually teach me.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see where everything goes. I don't know. I'm excited. Who do you think that Bandits will pick after he lost his guy?
So
It's
his
gonna be
guy.
interesting who his first pick's gonna be.
I don't know. I know that Banger's been given some assistance when it comes to a little bit of this field. He may not know them all completely. This could go one of two ways, honestly. He could go for the next highest rank up, which could be in the bag, if you know what I mean. Or he could be looking to not suck, you know? Maybe it really depends. He even could go with his old crew. I mean, Toast, you did play with him a bit. Do you think you'd be a #1 pick with him?
No,
No?
I told him not to pick me first. As much as I have confidence in my skill, there are people who are better than I am, and it's not worth it.
I still think you're gonna be making it onto that team. I everyone wants the
We'll see.
resurrection to
We'll
happen.
see. As the third reunion. Who knows? Banger and I, in draft leagues, every single team that we have been on has been undefeated. So that's something to look out for.
He may be wanting to keep the streak alive, always being the highly competitive team in every league we've ever participated in. I've never seen you be anywhere near the bottom tier, so that may be something he wants to go with. But for right now, he has decided to kind of snipe away Goopy. Now, Goopy was one of those well-rounded, well-wanted players from our combines. Did really well with everyone, and so very interesting to see him pick the Goopster.
I'm actually not surprised. Goop is somebody that I really wanted him to pick. Maybe in the second round, if he could get him there. Goop's a very good overall pick. He can do pretty much anything on the field. He's I know in the combine I played with him and who was it, Big Poppy. He was a very, very good at facilitating passes, and he's just an all-around player. So, see how it goes.
Now this one, there's been talk on the field. There's been talk around the locker room about who is going to be picked up. Now this is Nova, and Bantho is the captain of them from Starbase. It's, they came from way out of space and way out of left field, but it is not really going to be a surprise who is going to be picked up, especially since Goopy just got picked by the Bandits, and it's shouting it to the heavens. Unless he's been paid off, unless Poppy has gone deep into his pockets to decide to really pay for this one. I think we both know where this one is going.
I'm pretty sure I know where this one's going as well. Poppy's definitely not going to be happy about it, but I mean, what's he going to do? He's going to cry about it?
No, this is definitely ruining some captains. They came into this with a strategy. They really wanted to have a few maybe quiet players that didn't really show out in the combines, but then word got around, and especially when you have people that even know that player, it's not going to last long. And Bantho, no matter who plays with him, is going to have a fun time. Like, he's one of those very cool captains, just really laid back, but still highly competitive and skilled. Obviously, if you haven't seen him on Reddit already, then you've been asleep for a while, because he's been on the front page a few times. I'm not trying to throw any pressure on him, but he's kind of famous, y'all. It's kind of a big deal.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Plus,
Clavens in the chat yelling, "Someone pick me, anyone but Jaxie." I think it's a little bit late for that, bud. Just saying.
Oh, goodness. All right, we're already down into our final 10 seconds, and if I am not mistaken, this one's going to be pretty easy. If I can spell it correctly, because, it's got that weird spelling. Oh, man, it goes outside the screen. Thomas Jeffersuck. So,
the suck.
The suck.
Big suck, man.
We're just gonna limit it down to Jeffersuck. There we go.
Just put the suck.
The suck.
Just the suck. That's all you need.
All right, now we're gonna be heading over to the mob. Now the mob is headed by Mars, and Mars, he's already seen quite a few high-level players go. So he's a good offensive complement to a lot of people, and I think he may be looking for someone of the same caliber, someone. little bit of a falling out whenever we had our first league, and so I think he's looking for a good personality mesh to go along with him.
Yeah, especially because he lost the Goop, so
Ooh,
I'm
the
not sure where he's going to be going. He's
We're
not
hit-
gonna.
We're him and the
Gonna
Goop,
be-
really good buds.
Yeah, Mars was very, very looking forward to trying to grab the Goop. I'm pretty sure he's the one who brought the Goop to the league until Banger kind of sniped him right from underneath him.
Oof.
I think someone else that you might be surprised to see him looking at is Dirty. Dirty is someone who plays with Goop a lot as well, so I'm assuming Mars plays with him a lot. So I would assume, if I were to guess, I would say Goop, or not Goop. Dirty will be
So-
his.
So I do know that like him and a few other people, whenever they came over to the league, they actually brought a few of their buddies, and so I think he had a few that came over from like Xbox, and I don't know if they're from there, if they're from PC converts or what have you, but yeah, kind of picking that familiarity. But also, I mean, we're in the first round. They may still be sticking around until like the third and fourth round, so he may be going for next man up. Kind of
Right.
yeah, not a bad thing to kind of solidify your first 1 and 2, especially because from what I can tell, all these captains will be playing. We won't have anyone that's more of a coach than they are captain. They are actually going to get out there, be on the field, and play. And so we've entrusted a lot of responsibility for them to do that. And so
Yeah.
I'm seeing Mars able to kind of formulate.
Can we take a minute to appreciate that Nightmare has gone out and gifted 11 subs this year already?
Holy goodness! If you have not thanked Nightmare already, you better be doing so, because that is just that's more money than I have in my bank account right now. So
He's out here just throwing it like he's got dollar bills in the club.
But Mars will
out
be
here.
going with Bags. Bags RL, I think, was his full thing. Yeah, it's kind of out of left field, but a nice grab. I think we had expected Bags to actually go a little bit earlier. But, yeah, Mars making the nice grab at the last second, so very good on him. All right.
Yeah, I think I might have saw Banger in chat say, I'll trade you Goopy for Bags. So he might have picked him off of that, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to see how things go. On the clock, 7th pick, it's the Knights, right? That's the name of the team? Yeah, it's the Knights.
It's the Knights from Utopia Coliseum, headed by Smooth Justice. Now, Smooth Justice is one of our guys from across the pond. Him and Jaxie have to kind of contend with our time frame. So luckily, he's been able to help us out. And apparently he just got back from a long trip, so I'm hoping that he's able to be focused enough. He's seen a lot of good picks already go. And I know that Smooth, if you didn't see him in the last gameplay that we had in previous seasons, highly offensive. He either needs someone to feed him the ball or just to be the third man. And I'm wondering who his pickup will be. If it will be someone that can do that on offensive 1-2 combo, or if he's just immediately going for that third man. Like, and third man doesn't mean bad. So, yeah.
I don't know. I've played with a couple third mans who are a little bad, so we'll have to see.
I mean, I've played the third man position before.
I wasn't talking about you, Monkey. I was talking about a certain individual. So, but here's the thing. I actually have no idea who he's gonna pick. Smooth is one person I have not talked to a lot when doing I've talked to most of the captains about who they're trying to pick, where they're looking to be, what the direction they want to go with their team is. But Smooth he's gonna be. It's up in the air. I haven't really had time to talk to him, considering we're in different time zones and I have work a lot, so it's gonna be a surprise to me. So we'll see if he continues to screw up the rest of the league.
I mean, at this
point, very few people have gotten exactly who they want. We'll see.
it's been all over the place. I think there's a lot of captains who are just staring at a spreadsheet, looking at who's disappearing, and just like, oh crap, this one, I guess, this one, whatever. Yeah. But what's cool is that we're near the end of this round, and we're getting near the double picks. And by the way, Smooth Justice has decided for the 7th pick of the first round, President J.
President J, very solid pickup. He's I've played a couple games with him. He's very strong. He's got good positioning, good mechanics. I'm interested to see how this team does.
Now, already we are at the end of round number 1. And,
no, we're not. Casuals.
Well, near the end of round number 1. Come on, it's there. Casuals.
Almost.
So, Big Poppy. His plans have been foiled. Obviously, I think he was going for the suck, for Mr. Jeffersuck.
He was
And-
definitely going for the suck.
And right now, I don't know who he might pick up other than one particular person. It starts maybe with a vowel, and it has a long, oddly named like gamer tag. Not, you may know him. You may know him, but
You may know it.
you may know him. But he's going. He has to make a double pick, and so
He has to make a double pick.
He
We
does.
are going to have a short break in between rounds, so he does get a
Yes.
little time.
he gets
But-
a short amount of time. But it's gonna be coming quick, coming real
We'll
quick.
see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be interested. A couple people in the chat screaming, "Please pick me." They, I don't know if that raises your draft stock at all. If you're desperate,
I mean, he enjoys
You know what?
desperation. He likes power.
he does. He does like people groveling at his feet. I will give him that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be interesting to see where he goes with it.
If you say yes, sir, and you're not a weeb, then generally your stock rises with Big Pop.
Yeah, if you say wham bam, thank you ma'am, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Very happy. Let me switch to him.
All right. 2 minutes is a bit of a long time. I don't know if I can switch it therein, but we can probably cut it down sooner if I need to. I will have to make an entire other clock, which I could probably do during our short break if you want to. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? At the break, I will be cutting down the timer. We'll go to 90 seconds. How about that?
90 seconds. On the
90
clock.
seconds, I think, will be good. Oh, but okay. So we're already at the last 10 seconds. We're at the end of the first round. Big Poppy. It's really no surprise. After all these other picks have been made, his first pick of the draft is going to be Esper. Now, pretty well expected. The 1-2 combo coming back from the dead. Maybe even bringing back some other players that they played with before. But this is your first round of the Summer Draft Series Draft Day picks. So we have Claven, Mai Tai, Jordan Goopy, Jefferson Bags, President J, and Esper Thomas. And so a good overall round. Very, very nice.
Yeah. A lot of these people we knew were going to be going first round, so it's going to be interesting. Not too many surprise picks in the first round. All of these people were very notable. Everyone was kind of looking at him going, yeah, all these guys definitely going first round. I don't think there was any major surprise picks in our first round.
Heck yeah.
That's round
So-
times 3. Yes.
And so we're going to be taking a short break just to kind of hash out exactly what happened. And so, and plus I'll be making a new timer for everyone that says that 2 minutes is way too long, and hopefully be getting that link here soon. So a lot of super powerful people already gone, already done, did, and dead, and gone. Not in that way, but
Yeah. I'm really excited to see how this next round works. It's gonna be interesting.
so who do you think has the most powerful 1-2 combo as of current, just between their two picks?
The two most powerful combo between their only pick and
Yeah.
themselves, I would say the biggest threat at the moment is Jack and Claven.
Jack and Claven.
Although I wouldn't put it past Esper and Ryan to be good, and then the Suck is also a very good player, and so is Bantho.
True.
So it's going to be these three are the three ones that I'm really going to be looking out for, especially for coming later this season. Look to see these three guys, or these three teams, these 6 guys, carry their teams whenever they're on the field, and just make some incredible plays. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's very
So-
true. President J and Smooth Justice, I think the offense that could come out of those guys is going to be nuts. Like whenever they were on and whenever they were able to press downfield, it was almost unstoppable. Now, if you can get demos going and you can get everything else kind of working out with that, then it's a little bit more stoppable. It's going to be up to Smooth Justice, Bald Justice, if some of you want to call him that, to really figure that one out. I know. But to everyone's delight, I have been able to change the draft timer. Let's make sure that it actually works the right way. It does. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and move on to round number 2.
Already. Wow, look at that.
Already. Let's take off the names.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
And then go to round number 2. Now, for those of you that don't know, we are in reverse order. The clock starts now, and it is perfectly positioned, thank goodness. Down to just 90 seconds. All right, Big Poppy, he is on deck for his double pick. So it's going to be quick coming. I think they're so if he's with Esper and him and Esper have this wonderful chemistry. It's brotherly love. It's bromance. It's brohood. It's Philadelphia in a can. It's fantastic.
Philadelphia in a can.
Who do you think would complement those two, Poppy and Esper?
I don't know. It's kind of hard. Normally I would say Bantho, even though he's the captain, because they do play all the time. Seeing who's left in the draft, my guess is probably. I'm not quite sure. I actually don't know.
Now, do you think
Ryan tends to pick unpredictable? So.
Now, do you think do you think maybe he would go for? He plays really well with Mr. Manager, and he's played a lot with him. He's like, if he could have picked Mars, I think he would have picked Mars, but obviously he's a captain. He wants to be someone that he can meme with. He wants to kind of just hang out.
Someone he can meme with.
Well, I mean, wouldn't that be the best?
No, it's classic. I mean, I can
one?
respect that. Who doesn't want somebody to meme with? Everybody likes making jokes.
Yeah,
It'd
that's
be really
true.
interesting.
If you're having a good time, then I mean, you're playing well. I mean, even if you're not playing well and you're having a good time, then screw it. But
I mean, if you're having a good time, does anything else matter?
that's true. Oh, and of course we forgot to put the casuals thing up, but you know what, whatever. He's decided to pick Vokes. Vokes is the first pick of round number 2.
A surprise pick for me, at least.
To be sure.
Vokes is a very, very strong player. He's kind of all around, and he's just going well. I don't know. What do you think about that pick?
I think it's very good. Vokes, whenever we saw him in combines, he performed stellarly. We saw him and Divine Disciple at the same time. I think they were also alongside either J-Rod or someone else from Xbox. But he was a scoring machine. He works off of complementary passes and is always in very good position. So I think Vokes is a fantastic pickup, especially because Esper works really well with rotating where he is needed. And just, I think he's going to be good to be that either the trash pickup guy, which not in a bad way, but like say the passes go awry and go wrong, then he's there to just score it in, like boom. You have someone to knock him in, right?
This team that I would look at, the way that I would see it would be Esper in the back, and then Vokes just slapping the ball to the big man, Big Poppy. That's the way that I would see it go back and forth, because Ryan loves it when people give him the ball. So he's just kind of like a ball hog. And I think Vokes is very good at a very good facilitator, and Esper is a good facilitator. So maybe him and Vokes would be switch out a little bit more. Maybe do more of like a method or complexity style of gameplay, which is with two in the back and one in the front, like they do. They just kind of let a lot run wild. We'll have to see how it goes.
Okay. Well, Smooth Justice is actually the one up, making his choice. His third choice coming at you from downtown, really. Oh, this is going to be one of my favorites to see, and he's already going for the offensive pickup with Dino-Knot. Now,
Dino-Knot is a very good player. I like playing with Dino. He's someone you can just kind of give the ball, try to give him a little space, and he'll make something happen of it.
And plus, he's a fun kid to play with too. Like he memes a bit. He's a bit hyperactive, but you know, half of our field of players are on some kind of ADHD medicine, so it's okay. So, but yeah, definitely a really good score. Really mechanically sound. Can make a few doopy decisions, but it's always in good fun. And I think he can perform. And so that combination of Dino, Smooth, and who was his man? It was, oh goodness.
He picked Prez J.
Prez J. Oh man, that's gonna be lethal. That's gonna be. Whew. See, I already got the old man head going.
The old man head.
Old man
head.
So you know what I've decided, since apparently our chat wants to get spicy with it, I am going to consistently lessen the timer as we go in rounds. So
I think they're just impatient little children.
They are.
Control their tempers. So
it is okay.
I mean, is it okay to appease them? I don't know.
I mean, you know what? If anything, it's just applying more pressure to the captains. So captains, if you see people that are complaining and they're making it harder on you, I'd say, you know, that's not a very good pick. That's not a good pickup.
I see. It's interesting. It's interesting how we.
Now, Mr. Mars here, was one of our big pick. You're already talking about who was going to try and pick up before, and you were right on the money. It just came a round later. Mars will be taking Dirty for his second pick and round number 2. So
I knew
Chemistry.
Mars was going to be looking at Dirty. It's gonna be interesting to see how this team goes, especially if Banger does make that trade with Goop. That could be a very lethal squad right there.
now
It'll be
speaking
interesting.
speaking
Oh, go
of
ahead.
trades, do you think that any one captain is trying to maybe pick up someone just so they can trade?
Mm,
You think there's some dirty business already happening with that?
maybe? I'm
Maybe.
not entirely sure. We'll
Okay.
have to see how that goes. I think that's a very dubious approach to things. You know, I like it though. It makes you question why people are taking you. You know, maybe a captain picked you and you think, oh, I like this team. This is a really good team, and then all of a sudden
Boop.
you're off the squad.
Just
Bring in you
gone.
next.
Just gone. Hey, you know, I'm just trying to spice things up here. You know, just create some drama.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey,
Now-
a little bit of drama, good.
Yeah,
All publicity is good publicity.
is it? I mean, and generally,
mean-
I thought so.
Generally, yes.
So, okay, so we got Bantho right now. Bantho already got to pick up Jeffersuck, so he's definitely going for that friendly, fun feel. Now,
Mm.
who do you think is gonna? It's currently left. Like we've had a lot of high level like GC's champs already go. Based on the combines and the people you saw, who do you think is coming up fast? You got 15 seconds. Who do you think?
Sanities.
Insanities.
Yeah.
That's a really solid pickup, actually.
I think Bantho is going to be looking at Sanities. I'm not. Don't quote me on this, but that's just it's a gut feeling I have right now.
Well, you're a little off because he's going with the big old Plumado, which I think is still like
Plumado.
a plum tomato. I think
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what it is. I'm pretty sure it's Plum.
exactly what it is. Now, all right.
I
you got-
have never seen Plumado play.
Now
so-
I've seen Plumado play I think twice, and he was very solid. I don't think Bantho goes for too high of rank. I think he goes from people that are fun to play with, and definitely just like he can even support him. I think he's not exactly a carry, but he can
Right.
make people better.
I
So-
agree.
All right, so your boy Banger, he's up.
Your boy Banger.
Your boy Banger. Now he picked up Goop, the Goop
He
man.
picked up Goop. He picked up the Goop.
He picked up the Goop. Who do you think is coming next?
Gut feeling says me, but I'm not sure. He could pull a fast one on me.
Do you think he's trying maybe to save you for later rounds and pick up like
Possibly. That is another one. But from what I am aware of, he has no idea who he's picking. So we'll have to see.
He may actually like try to pick up his strategist and be like, okay, man, like I have no idea what I'm doing. Please help me. So
Yeah.
to that degree, if you were to get in this current 2-man combo, because he's got himself and Goop and you, do you think that makes a pretty lethal triad?
I think it does. Banger and I pass a lot. Goop passes a lot. So I think that would be a lot of passing, and passing is difficult to stop. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, passing is the way to the back of the net. Like and I've been on the receiving end of many of your stuff. So thankfully, you hit the post a bunch.
Let's
And
not talk about Trump. I'm not trying to get upset.
Well, you know what? You better go buy a lottery ticket because you were right on the money with this one. You are pick number 5 of round number 2, and you're going to the Bandits, my man. You are part of the band in the wasteland.
Banger and I are inseparable, apparently. Everyone wants it.
You're meant to be.
We're always together.
You are
We're
meant
like
to be.
fated lovers who hate each other. It's great.
Oh, come on. It's only love. Only love.
Oh, just a little bit.
All right, now we're moving up. We're in the final 3 picks of round number 2. We've got Cube. Now Cube he's still playing everything close to the jacket. He got a really solid pickup out of Jordan. I mean, oh my God, It's more of he's going to be creating Jordan and the extras at this point.
Yes. If I was gonna say, if I were to pick up somebody, if I was in his position, I would just try to pick someone who could facilitate Goop. That is the biggest plan. Push him in somebody who can just make it all work.
Now, do you think that this is going to come back to bite them? Do you think every single team is just going to try and like formulate a stratagem to like just shut down Jordan, and then that'll take away the whole team, or that play into their hand and their advantage?
It really depends on who he picks. If a team goes in there trying to just strictly shut down Jordan, and all of a sudden they have a very like strong atmosphere, or they have somebody who can not necessarily carry the mantle as high, but can still carry it. It could still be extremely deadly. If you focus too much on shutting down a singular player, you tend to leave the other two very, very open. And if you're not ready for it, they could strike and take you down.
Well, we're gonna hope that Cube and company can assist with Jordan, but right now, the 6th pick of round number 2 is going to Cryptide. Now, Cryptide was very quietly, but very courteously, a very consistent pick. So, doing quite well to make it into this one. I actually didn't expect him to be lasting this long into round number 2, but I think very, very solid one as well. But we're gonna go.
I think some had to do with the cookies that Dad's been offering to everybody, and
the cookies.
Cube liking cookies.
Has he been playing the chat? Is that what's going on? Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
All I've been seeing all week Cryptide going free cookies to whoever draft me, I'll give you cookies. It'll be interesting.
Well, now we're going with we got Nifty. Now Nifty has had an interesting strat to this draft. When we saw him play, obviously he can hold his own, and he can be a very good participant in any of the like aerials and passes, and he's got a good sky game in my opinion. But one of the people that he spoke of yesterday is actually quite available right now, and which is neat to say because that guy was on at least 3 or 4 different lists. And it's pretty much guaranteed to be the pick of the moment because I don't think Poppy's gonna pick him up. I think Esper spoke against him, and I think everyone just let him slide by. If anyone's gonna pick him, I think it's gonna be Nifty. I think American's coming. Do you think he's gonna be picked up?
I don't know. I think he might go towards J-Rod. That's it. To see.
Oh yeah, J-Rod has not been picked up.
Yeah, J-Rod. That's what I thought you were talking about. J-Rod is a very big sleeper. Nobody's really talked about him. Nobody's really, he's just kind of slipping under the radar. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we got to see J-Rod play a bunch too. So that is surprising. Yeah. But hey, it's coming home now because Nifty has decided for the 7th pick of the 2nd round to go with American Banter, whose name also does not fit in the thing. So we're just going to go with A Banter. A Banter.
Nice meme team right there.
That is an interesting meme team, to say the least. All right, we are finally into the last round, or the last pick of the 2nd round. Okay, so Jaxie was able to get Klaven. Who would work well with Jaxie and Klaven? Who's the guy?
You are anybody.
Anybody.
Anybody who can play a 3rd man, honestly.
Okay.
Anybody who can play a 3rd man. If you can save the and it's coming towards the net, or you can make a good clear, you'll be set. Done.
That's of the people. I mean, he may go with J-Rod now that we've kind of presented him as a position. And what's cool too is I've been able to see all the primer type lists for what our captains are going for. There's not a lot left in that pool. Like they.
Yeah. No. A lot of the captains were looking at a lot of the same people, so it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, which makes sense. High level skill, high level picks always going the same way, and so Jaxie though has been with our community a whole bunch over the last few weeks, and I think he's been trying to get used to new players, and so I don't know, he may surprise us with someone we weren't haven't even seen very much. But he's been hanging out on our Discord. And by the way, for anyone that's not been with us for very long, we do have our Discord just down below. Check them out. It's Frontline Gaming Community. We do more than just Rocket League. We got Fortnite. We got PUBG. We got Overwatch. We're trying to add as many different things as we can. Sometime in the near future to stream it as well. But for the last pick of the 2nd round, Joe Young. Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
Jax says no surprises in chat, but there's some definite surprises here.
Yeah.
Not was not aware that he had been playing.
Yeah, Joe Young, I'd seen a few times in the Discord, and so I mean, that's a surprise to me. Not out of a lack of respect, but I just didn't know that they were you know, kind of bosom buddies like that.
The bosom buddy.
Bosom buddies, you know. All right. So
amazing.
we'll take a brief moment. Everyone relax. So when you look at the picks that have happened, basically full teams have already been made. That isn't to say that these next 2 picks for each team aren't are subs, but they're gonna start. We're starting to go towards lower ranks now. These are gonna be kind of fill-ins after the main picks. So
these are the people that it's going to be a lot more, you know. Who knows what's going to happen here? Are they going to be able to pick up somebody who can fit in very nicely, or are they going to pick up someone who's just gone out the wind? No matter what happens, they're just not going to be anywhere. They're not going to be
do we still have Esper in the wings?
in the wind.
What?
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, there he is. Cool. All right. So from what you've seen, Esper, who is one of our more lethal trios now that have been put together?
Jaxie's team is stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the wombo combo of Jaxie, Clave, and Joe Young. Ooh,
Oof.
it's scary. It's gonna. Oh boy, I've seen some people in the chat saying they're gonna win every game.
Ooh.
So
Oh
a
man.
lot of hype around that team.
How many people already, or how many captains already got claiming going undefeated? There's gonna be some conflict with that.
I don't think all of these teams can go undefeated. I don't think it's possible. I think no matter how hard they try, it's not gonna happen.
Oh goodness. All right. Well.
Nice clip.
Oh. See, not a clip on. You can deal with that one. All right.
Thanks, though. Thank you for saying I tie such a nice tie. It looks like
Goodness gracious.
not a digital watch. It's cool though.
Is it a real watch? Shit.
It is a real watch. It's a movement watch. I highly recommend them.
Mecha Ren.
Mecha Ren.
Mecha
Very,
Ren.
very nice.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and move over into round number 3. Oh, I know I'm boring everyone. So we are lessening the timer by another 15 seconds. So
This is gonna be spicy. Who knows?
So it's
We're
150.
into the bullet rounds now.
Oh yeah, so right now we're kind of descending into the pit. One person that I am still surprised to see around is J-Rod. Honestly, that's one of those people that I didn't think would last this long, especially with the amount of combines he went to, amount of skill he showed off. It's weird that he's still here. Do you think there's any particular reason, or just people are just going off of ranks instead of the performance?
I think there's a lot of people who are just sleeping on him because he's a console player.
That too.
And I think that's just a small thing, and I think that's a big mistake. I think people, you know, a lot of people on PC they tend to view themselves as superior to everybody, and I don't believe that's true, and I think people are just being rude about it. So, let's see.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, there is a hardware difference when it goes console to PC, but honestly, but this is me. I got my butt kicked by someone in ones from PS4 last night. So, you know, it is dependent upon the person. But I think our Xbox buddies are actually just fine. So don't think ill of anyone just because, you know, they haven't made the jump yet. But jumping the shark into to the round 3 for the very first pick is gonna be J-Rod. So the pickup finally happened. J-Rod finally found himself. It took 3 rounds, but solid pickup, I think, for Jaxie. And Jaxie, that was his last double, and now the next time we see him is going to be at the end of round number 4 and the final pick of the draft.
Yes, I definitely think this team is just continually getting more and more stacked, and it's
gonna be rough.
Gonna be interesting to see if anybody can rise to the occasion.
So, talking about that, how stacked they are, who do you think can contend with them best right now?
At the moment, I would say either the Casuals or Nova. I think those two are also very strong teams. I think they're good contenders, but it's gonna be rough. A lot of these teams are gonna struggle to find success.
Honestly, I want to see Avalanche line up against
If
Tsunami.
I would love to see Avalanche line up against Tsunami and just, you know, give them some new holes. So it'll be interesting.
It's like two forces of nature just coming at one another, and who can just
Oh.
survive the crash. At the
What's
end of
better, frozen water or water?
Water, frozen water. Well, one is more pliable and resilient. The other one is just a forceful smack to the face.
Yeah, they're both smackers. So
Now,
we'll
for
see.
anyone that doesn't know, and Nifty's already coming up in the final 10 seconds of his third pick, he primed about 25 people on his list.
He
So
primed way too many people on his
he
list.
primed a lot of people on his list, and so it's gonna be cool and finally to see who his third pick is, which is Apple Pie Hunter. Barely fits in the box there. Apple Pie Hunter was another one of our Xbox players that
He is. He's
uh,
another one of our Xbox players. that-
showed out really well in the draft, and I think him and J-Rod actually played alongside each other a couple times. And so, to this point, Nifty has Mai Tai himself, Banter, and Apple Pie. And
I'm gonna be very interested to see how that team does. There's a lot of high-ranking people, but it's gonna be interesting to see how their chemistry lines up.
yeah, if he can get, I mean, honestly, we meme on each other, we joke on each other. Banter is no slouch. You get him into working, and he will perform for you. So
Yes, but that's if you can keep him in a working state. From I've known, Banter is not the easiest to keep from tilting. So we'll
True.
have to see how it goes.
You just have to keep him in a winning state of mind. You got to keep
Yes.
him flowing the right direction, and he'll perform. I mean, no slouch at all. Oh, but we're going now. So we got the Jordan team up on deck, and Cube, he's pretty well set. He's got himself, Cryptide, and Jordan. He just needs a good extra rounder. And then we're gonna start to get into the names that I have no idea whom and what they are. And so coming up, Ash Dingers. I don't know much at all about Ash.
I've seen him play one combine, I think. I don't remember it. Nifty is spamming in the chat that you spelled Apple Pie Hunter wrong, but
Don't worry about
I think
that.
we're just gonna leave it to ignore them, or, just to make them angry.
Oh goodness!
So-
I fixed it. I don't care. Riot in the streets. Whatever you want to do.
Riot in the streets.
Oh goodness! All right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to your boy Banger. So he's now your boy again, since you guys are inseparable. All right, if you were his guy, which you are his guy, who do you want him to draft?
Most of the people I wanted him to draft are gone already, so it's very unfortunate now. My guess is he's gonna go with the oldie but goodie, the old trio.
You think?
But I think so. We'll see. Maybe he'll save him to the next round, but I'm not sure.
You think he's not
who
gonna
he's
surprise
thinking
you
about.
and just leave him?
He
for later?
very well could be, and I sometimes want to be pleasantly surprised. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, I mean it wouldn't surprise me if Insanities came up. Honestly, I mean just
It wouldn't either.
it'd be like you three plus Goop. Not a bad combination. That's
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe Insanities is gonna get picked up by someone else. Just there's a late term strategy where now everyone is just checking the list.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
There's a lot of scrambling going on.
and what's interesting, we still have 40 plus people out of all these free agents that won't get picked. So it's not like there isn't a surplus of bodies, but they want to pick
That's
the
true,
right
that's
bodies. All right, so the fourth pick of the third round for the Bandits, your boy Bangers decided to go with Cisco.
Cisco, a surprising pick to me, but I am pleasantly surprised. I played in a combine game with Cisco, and he played very well. He's very very talkative, and I like his playstyle. He's a good mix between aggressive and very, aggressive and defensive. He's a very all around player, and I'm excited to see how we play.
I mean, that was really cool. That threw me off a little bit, but yes, Cisco did look like he did very well whenever he was able to play out there. And even when we did all these different combines, I honestly feel like I still didn't give enough opportunity to everyone to play. Like maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I'm not sure, but like I want us to somehow do even more, and hopefully this can just, it can play its way in to even better seasons as we go forward. Okay. So,
I'm very excited to see how it goes.
all right, so Bantho's got his boy Jeffersuck, and who was his second round pick? It was
Bantho, he got Jeffersuck, and do not remember.
Plumato.
That was
Plumato,
Plumato.
that's
Yeah. All right, yeah.
Tomato.
So we gotta get someone that's gonna go and work well with the little trio, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I think your boy Banger messed up because Insanity's just got picked up by Nova.
Oof.
Oof, a big oof.
I told you he was coming.
Ooh,
I told
big
you he
oof.
was gonna pick him.
Woo.
I told you he was gonna pick him. They've been playing a lot together because they both stay up really late at night for no reason. So it's gonna be interesting where it goes. I wonder if he's not gonna. I wonder if he's gonna be very, very upset.
It might be a little bit. You guys are now separated. Woo.
I mean, not too worried about it. We can get a new third man. It's not that hard.
Okay. I like the confidence. Okay. I think you're gonna miss him though.
Nah, he's never gonna leave me alone. So I won't. I guarantee it.
All right. So Mars has already made a couple pickups too. He was able to. Oh God, my old man brain is just leaving me. So
Your old
I think
man
he grabbed bags. Wasn't
he has bags and dirty.
Bags and dirty. All right. So
Yes.
going for more familiarity, I think he may have had a couple friends that joined in. I think Cisco may have been one of his buddies. I'm not sure, but
I'm not sure either.
but I think Mars is going for consistency, and we know a lot of people that were in the previous leagues with us that I think he was just comfortable with playing alongside. And so this next pick actually makes sense when you look at it with a little bit of hindsight and with a little bit of gravitas behind it. But he went with Sergeant Ao. So nice, solid pickup. He hasn't gotten to play too much in our combines, but in the community, he's more well known. So
Yeah, I've definitely seen Sergeant Ao around a lot. He's a good all-around player. He plays in the breakout, if I remember correctly, which is not something you see very often. So it's gonna be interesting how he fits into that squad as well.
yeah, he was part of the nice guy trio that we played against a long while back. So definitely a nice chemistry-wise kind of guy. And so and he can pass the ball. Like he feed it from the corners. He can play a good infield. And so I think he'll complement the more high-octane offensive style.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're getting towards our final double picks. All right, so Smooth Justice, he's got to fill in the blanks here. He's gonna be quickly coming back around after Big Poppy is gonna make his. And by the way, going into round number 4, 1-minute timers. That's all it's gonna be.
Make it 30 seconds.
Make 30
Make it
seconds.
Make it quick.
Holy shit! I don't.
Make them get on their toes. Come on. They're gonna sit here. They're gonna complain about making them too quick. Nah, screw it. Give them 5 seconds.
Oh my god.
Give 5 seconds or you get nobody. Take a break. Come on.
My goodness.
We don't got all day.
Oh, so Smooth, I think, is having to just pick from a list, and I don't know if he knows everyone on this list. It's because this next one, I don't remember this person at all. He so pick number 7 of round number 3 for the Knights is going to Cran. Is that Cran? I don't know who that is. I don't have much to speak on that one.
Cran. Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
Hey,
I can't even make something. I got nothing.
So-
Never seen it before, Mom.
you know what? I'm sure it's a very sound and logical pickup. Probably. Maybe. I mean, he's got to know what he's doing at this point. And we're just,
Obviously, I mean, he's got to have a plan.
I mean, he's a captain, right? Yeah. I don't even know if Cran's in the chat. Whichever, But hey, we'll get to see him perform. All right, Big Poppy. He's got his boy Esper, and he's got Vokes. So he's going for comfort, and I think he's going for memes. But who memes well that's left?
It's interesting to see who's gonna meme well. There's gonna be a lot of fighting. Right? I know he's always looking for just that one extra little person who can do something.
You know what? He might pick up Chill.
You think so?
I mean, he could pick up Chill, right?
I mean, I think he could. It's possible, but I don't think that's where it's gonna go.
You don't think it's a high probability? You think it's just...
I think it's just a probability.
Okay, it was a probability, but it's not a definite. It's gonna go to Mr. Manager. Honestly,
Oh.
this was expected, and he's
The man who's in the call. What do you feel? How do you feel?
How do you feel about this, Mr. Manager?
I think it's a terrible decision.
Oh,
I
You
really
think
do.
it's a terrible pick?
Just the
Why is that?
worst.
I'm listening. What are your reasons?
There's so many people much better, but you know, if we're not concerned about winning, then it's fine. It'll be fun.
I guess he's not concerned about winning, huh? He didn't
I
get the
hope so.
suck. He doesn't want to win.
Yeah.
Well, don't sell yourself short. We're now done with 3 rounds of drafting. Again, this is for the Summer Draft Series, brought to you by the Frontline Gaming Community. 1 round left. 8 more people will go from our player pool, and so I know that all of you are locked in and ready and excited, and just you're on the edge of your seat. You're wondering, will I get picked? Won't I get picked? We're about to let you know. Each one of these next ones is gonna be 1 minute long. Don't fret if you don't get picked, because you gotta stick around after all these picks are done, because we got a little bit of news for you. Okay, it's gonna be exciting and spicy, but we do need to head over into the final round of picking. So we need to set these into a reverse order as soon as we can. Oh,
Here it comes.
the last double pick coming up.
The last double pick coming up, and I think I have an idea of where he's gonna go. I've heard this before. Have you heard where you believe that he is going?
I mean, you know, I don't. I mean, if he's oh, actually I do. But do you think it's real? Do you think it's true?
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I'm not. I think he might. The spice is real right now. I'm not sure where he's gonna go. There's been very, very much talk of a certain someone.
Oh no.
So
We're getting down
I
to the
think
final
he-
20 seconds.
He may have.
There's a little bit of drama going on.
Oh,
Oh,
Is
will
that
he
it?
make it in? Is this gonna be it? This is gonna be the one? A very last second pick made by the
Man.
big Poppy himself. Who knows if he'll last through the first week? But the final pick for the casuals is Sosa. So
oof. A good pickup. I have seen Sosa before. He's a good pickup. That is not who he had said he was.
no, definitely a change of strategy at the very last second. That was a panic
Very-
move.
That was very much a panic pick. I do very distinctly remember Ryan telling me that he was going to pick Phoenix as his final pick. Or a little bit of a meme team.
Yeah.
But I think he may have picked up Sosa as a trade property for Mars, because Mars is good friends with Sosa and very much wants Sosa. So I
Ooh,
think
spicy. Okay.
that what you were saying earlier, that people make pickups just to trade him off. I think that's what he's doing right here. So
Well, if there was ever a round to do it with a little bit of value left in them, the 4th round, the final round, is the round to do it. And this next pick, though, I don't think Smooth Justice is gonna be treating this one as a commodity. This is more of like a best friend sort of deal, and I think he's gonna be taking this one all the way to the championship. It is the hero that you've known for so long. It is BBD.
Baby D!
BBD. Best.
You can hear it calling off in the distance, man. He doesn't go away, baby.
It's wonderful. And you kind of saw that coming. That as the very last pick. He was
Yeah.
able to get everyone else. And, I mean, Baby D is still solid. We need to get him off his laptop or a better laptop. But I think everything may be fixed up with his Rocket League and everything. But
Yeah, hopefully he'll fix
very,
it.
very solid, awesome pick. And so I'm glad to see Baby D go to a team. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of good times to be had.
All right, so now we got Mars up, and he just saw his boy Sosa go. So if that was trade fodder, What do you think Mars is gonna go for?
If I'm not sure if Mars was trying to get a trade fodder, if Ryan's going for a trade fodder, my guess is he'd be trying to trade for Dirty, possibly. But I don't know if Mars will give up Dirty for Sosa. So it's going to be interesting where we go. I'm very excited. Very excited.
Well, this was one of the guys that was left on his list, and I think he's still okay with it. He is picking G-Ski. Now,
G-Ski. We have seen G-Ski in a couple combines, and from what I remember, he did perform rather well. So we're going to be very, very interesting.
so I
Very
actually don't
fun
remember
guy.
much of G-Ski. I'm going to need to go back and look at my own videos. But
Yeah, I don't think G-Ski was extremely, he wasn't one of those players that popped super high out. You know, that you didn't look at him and go, wow, that's a guy that I need to get real early. But he definitely was a very solid player. He from what I remember, he had very strong mechanics, and he did exactly what he needed. So
All right, we're down to the final 30 seconds for Nova's last pick. He's kind of looking through the field. Apparently, the shorter timer is really working the field. There's only 15 seconds.
Hey, honestly, you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. So
Yep.
make up your mind.
Not exactly sure who's going to go down on this one, as Bantho is kind of left with not very many players. We got drama? Is it
Do we have drama?
gonna be? Oh, what an interesting last second pick! The very last pick. No. What? Is
No?
it?
Yes?
Is it real?
What is
I'm a-
happening?
You get 10 seconds. 10,
Oh.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. He just got it in. Lethal Tim will be the final pickup for Nova. What a cutting it
What a
close.
surprise.
Woo!
Tim coming out of nowhere to get back in the league after he wasn't sure if he'd even want to play. And you know what? I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's here.
All right, so your boy Banger. All right, he's got his final pick up. Who's he gonna go with? Who's the most comfortable fourth man, or last man, fifth man that you can
Fourth
get?
man. I'm not sure. Banger's been ignoring me all day, so we'll see what happens.
He's just taking control, trying to put on the captain pants, kind of.
He's like, I am the captain.
He's the captain
He's
now.
looking at me telling me I'm wrong, so I'm gonna have to trust his judgment and him yelling "Yeehaw." He's an interesting character.
I mean, I think he's gonna go with someone that kind of works with y'all's fun personalities. You know, to put it.
Banger wants to start a This Week at Bandits, where it's just a clip of us screwing around. Banger, you don't wear pants in the relationship. Just letting you know.
Yeah, it's true.
Had
you know.
to. You wear no pants.
Well, Banger has decided to put on the last leg of his pants and really go, I think, with possibly the oldest person in our community, with Ema, one of the
Ema.
most drastically improved players from our previous seasons together. So very cool, very interesting, fun pick.
Yeah.
I think he's he wants to be alongside the continuous progress with Ema, see how he rides up in the ranks. So very cool. So now you've got yourself, Banger, Goopy, and Ema together with yeah. So
The Maw is gonna be it's gonna be an interesting one. I'm excited to see. He's not a very mechanically skilled player, but he makes some banging passes, as Jaxie would always say.
banging passes.
Always passing me the bangers. So, you know, I'm down for anybody who can give me a banger pass.
Well, he's definitely a good third man in terms of team dynamics and can surprise people with sudden offensive proficiency. Right now we got Cube, and Cube has a couple extra people that are out in the field, and I think I know he's gonna go with. I think he's gonna go with friends, especially the
I
ones
think he's gonna go with friends.
it makes sense, and they did work out in the later part of last season, but the Avalanche for their final pick are going to be going with Pax Plays.
They are going at with the Birdman himself, and I'm excited to see how they can.
All right, so Nifty still has a ton of his list remaining. Well, not a ton of it, but at least a good amount of it. So he's,
Nifty did so much research, it doesn't matter.
I think he knows exactly who he's going
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
And This one is actually, I don't know. It's not exactly defining, but it's still big picks because these are the last ones. These could be the ones you trade out, or maybe to have to step up to really show out
Right.
and take over for first picks if they suck.
If I was in this position to draft someone that I could coach up, someone that I see has potential, but just may not be at that exact level yet,
Mhm.
and that with maybe a week or two of playing with, myself and other high level players, we could be very, very strong together.
Very
So it's
true.
gonna be interesting where it goes.
Well, the final pick is already in, and Nifty with the Ninjas, their very, very, very last pick of the Summer Draft Series draft day is Showstopper. So we got to see Showstopper play a few times. Very cool, very consistent. I think he's actually another one of our Xbox players. I could be wrong, but was very solid. When I think I first saw him play alongside J-Rod as well, and so very cool, very, very good pickup in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, so we're in the final pick of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it gonna be? Who we got?
Oh, I'm not sure anymore. Actually, I assumed if Emo was still around, I would assume Jack would pick. I'm not sure what's gonna go.
So,
I'm not sure where it's going.
who has Jaxie hung out with the most? Who's been?
From my knowledge, it is, what is it? It's been Emo. I don't know. I talk to Jack occasionally in the morning when he's around,
Okay.
and I'm not sure where he's gonna go, what he's gonna do, how
Well,
it's gonna go down,
well, the
where the
pick
people are gonna go.
the pick is in, and it's a little surprising that it went this long, but it's not surprising that he at least made it in. Welcome, Mr. P, to the Tsunami. Mr. P was able to make it into as a very, very last pick in the Summer Draft Series, so he will round out all 32 that were able to make it in, and I think still very solid. He's always good into champ, and so I think communication-wise, he's one of our other nice guys. I forgot who picked up Sergeant Ao. Was Sergeant Ao with
Sergeant got picked up by
Mars? So so the two-man combo kind of got a little bit separated, but hey, you couldn't keep them all together forever, and so that is it. That is all 4 rounds of draft day. And for those of you that have been wondering what the heck I've been trying to hint at, so everyone that was affiliated to this, you've all been draftees. If you got drafted, congratulations, you've made it in, and you will now be assigned to a team as we go into the Discord. And for everyone else that's left, I know there's like 30, 40 plus of you. Don't be alarmed. Don't be shaken. Don't be depressed, because we are announcing the Free Agency Interim League, the FAIL. You failed to get drafted, but that doesn't mean you failed completely. So we are going to be having a imagine all the combine showcases that ever happened. They are going to happen. You're going to be put into teams of 3 to 5 based on the amount of people that want to participate, and you will be showcasing your skills after regular draft league game times have already occurred. And so we'll be giving you personal announcements and community announcements for which teams you are put into. We will be deciding this based on rank, so we are going to spread it as evenly as we can based on high rank, and then you guys will be playing best of 3s. So these showcases will show the current teams and their captains, hey, you're still willing to play, and if they want to draft for you, they know how good you are. So the Interim League is going to serve as a good competitive point for everyone to have, and there will still be a playoff for it. So don't slouch. There's still things to do and things to win. So
and I'm gonna break in. Our draft has already been shaken up. Goop has been traded away from Bandits
what?
already.
Bags
within
for
the
Goop.
first 10 seconds.
My goodness.
People
Well,
being a team.
so wait. Bags
yep.
was on Mars's team, right?
Bags was on Mars's team, so
Oh.
Goop is gonna be playing with Mars and Dirty.
My
So-
goodness. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's gonna be a team. We're gonna get there, boys. We're gonna make it happen.
literally not even a few minutes into the season, and we've already had a trade. Oh god, you guys gonna keep me on my toes the whole way through.
Oh yes.
Super
oh yes,
spicy.
we are.
All right, so again, the interim league, we are going to choose the teams. It is going to strictly be a spread of rank as best as we can make it. So we're going to make them as balanced as we can, simply by what we see mathematically. If it happens to not work out, whatever. It's going to be all best of threes. We'll be telling you we'll be telling you your schedule, who you'll be playing. So don't worry on that. If you're a free agent and you want to participate, make sure you let me know. I will be asking each one of you individually. And we have to know if you want to do it, because it's going to be after league time on Sundays. So it's probably going to start around 7 o'clock, and you guys will have your games. Only best of threes. It's going to be really fast. But
Yes.
I want to thank everyone that participated with us on draft day for the Summer Draft Series. Next Sunday is week 1 of games. Oh my god, do we have a lineup ready for you, and it's going to be so fantastic. These teams will have 1 week to start getting their shit together, and they are going to have to work hard, because there's a lot of things that they're going to have to start meshing. Oh my god, I know, Toast, that you're excited to be playing. Manager, you two, and Esper, all three of you, congrats to making it through the draft and into this league. I know this was highly competitive. I myself, I'm going to have a fun time just watching it. So, do you have any last words for it?
The weather looks pretty nice outside.
Esper, are you excited?
Ugh, yikes.
Mr. Manager, how about you?
I'm excited. I'm excited to play with Esper. He loves playing with me.
I know.
I've never played with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's why he loves it.
Oh yeah, I love it so much. It's the greatest.
Yes. I love when you guys are on the same team. It's gonna be perfect.
All right.
Perfect. We're
And
gonna get
as-
staff meetings, you guys can be bickering.
And since we have nearly 40 people watching right now, how about we give someone in the Twitch community a nice little raid? Would anyone like to do that? I think that sounds like a good idea. Do you guys have any suggestions for anyone that's currently streaming that would like about 40 plus people to join them? I think that'd be fun.
Just silence.
I mean, we got. Well,
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
We're
anybody.
not
I don't
gonna
have
host
anybody.
Ninja Claven.
Arge18 from Kroitik. That's what he said. I don't know who that is, but wait, hold on.
Payrock is live.
Hey, Rock.
Alright.
Arge18. Arge18 is indeed okay. Yeah, actually a person. who
So
is
he's streaming right now?
Yeah, I don't know if he's there though. I think he might be FK.
Okay. What about who is
Okay.
Roll Diz? We can get a few of these.
All right, let's look at Roll Diz.
Roll Diz.
Ryan says host me.
Host him. Oh, okay.
Are you streaming, Ryan?
Create's on Mixer. You can't host Mixer, bud. I'm just saying.
Is Ryan streaming some scrims? If so, oh well then never
He
mind.
said no.
Oh, okay.
What a waste of
So
our
is
time.
Roll
Thank
Diz
you
available?
for
We
that.
can do him if
I couldn't. I didn't get able. I wasn't able to copy the name, so I could check.
Oh, boo.
Host Roll Diz.
Roll Diz. This is just. I'm just ROLLDIZ is my guess.
There's 2 Z's.
Oh.
Let's see him.
Oh yeah. Okay. We could.
Yeah.
Again.
Do it. Get it.
Whatever.
okay.
Sure. He's got
Hit the
3
button.
viewers.
Should
Doesn't
we-
even know.
Should we host him, or should we rate him? Just straight up
No.
rate him
Hit it with the
I-
host.
with the
Hit him
host?
with the host.
Hit him
Hold
with
on.
the
I gotta
host.
come back so we can count
With the host. All right, guys. Well, it has been fantastic having you guys. I will be so excited to see you in 1 week's time as we get the Summer Draft Series Week 1 League play underway. Thank you for joining us, the Frontline Gaming community. This has been Esper, Mr. Manager, Toast, and myself, Hail Monkey Man. And remember, hit us up in the Discord, and it's right down below if you haven't seen it before. YouTube, everything, whatever you want to do. And make sure everyone gives a hearty thanks to Nightmare for giving all these subs. Fucking awesome
Yeah,
stuff.
That's,
Yeah.
we get a
Yeah.
little. That's he gave up like 15 subs.
I know. That's
It's
amazing.
crazy.
He's crazy. This man is madman. Madman.
We will see you guys all very soon.